Ime Udoka, mystery woman, has been revealed. But this woman's face been out there all week. And to be Ime Udoka's alleged mistress revealed to be Boston Celtics team service manager. So her name was one of the names that were out there from the beginning because she deleted all of her social media uh accounts, and she happens to be my cousin. I'm so embarrassed by this, y'all. I'm so embarrassed. So, story time. I was supposed to do this video last night. Let me tell you. Hey, guys, it's Friday. It's Friday. Guess what that means? Do you know what that means? It means, because today's Friday, my birthday is Tuesday, right around the corner. I am so excited. I'm going to be 45 years old. I want to give a shout out to all of my new cousins. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on our way to 19,000 cousins. Keep it coming, keep it. Let me also give a shout out to Sister Cuz. Uh, I said, you know what? I have to remember. I have to remember to give birthday shout outs. So I want to apologize because everybody has been dropping their birthdays in my comments, because I said my birthday is October 11th. And I've been having my birthday twins coming up. Shout out to Janice. Her name is Janice, and her birthday is October 11th. Call me, girl. You know we're sisters. We're twins. And so I want to make sure I get all the names right and all the birthdays. Wait a minute. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for um subscribing. Thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for those of you who are picking up my book, 23 Types of Guys. I'm gonna get back to the birthday. I just want to make sure I get these dates right. So people be like, that's not my birthday. My thank you for those of you who have picked my book up. So let me tell you what happened yesterday, okay? So yesterday I was I came out the job and I had a bad headache. I don't get headaches, and so when I get headaches, I'm like, "Ah!" And so I had a really, really, really bad headache, and I called my husband. I was like, "Hi," it's like, "Hi," and he was like, "Hi," and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm on a conference call." He was like, "Why?" I was like, "Oh, nothing." He said, "You want me to pick you up?" I was like, "Yeah, but you're in a conference call." He says, "Well, let me call an Uber for you." I was like, "No, no, no. I'll just walk to the train station." Because cousins, if you've been with me for a minute, every few days of the week, I walk to the train to get to work and get off and walk to work to get my exercise. So yesterday was one of those days, and I was just so out of it. So anyways, I took the train home. By the time I got home, he had went to pick up the baby, and I went straight to bed because I was just, my head, y'all know I would like to take pills, and I just lay down and I was just exhausted. So I was supposed to do this story for you yesterday. Okay, but let me get back to the birthdays. Sister Beverly, I want to give a shout out to Sister Beverly. She sent me this cup and some other gifts. Her birthday was about 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to send her a gift in the mail. And her 7th wedding anniversary was this week. Shout out to our cousin, Sister Beverly, on your 7th year wedding anniversary. Girl, we got to pray, girl. Sister Beverly, we got to pray. Okay, you know what they say about the 7th year, but as believers, we don't claim that in our lives and in our marriage. So I want to give a shout out to Sister Cousin Beverly, and also Sister Lacey. Sister Lacey, her birthday was on the 1st. So, but don't worry, y'all. If you dropped your birthday or email me, I will do a birthday shout out hopefully tonight, and we're going to talk about all of this marriage stuff. So, the reason why I wanted to come on and talk to you guys is because on my way walking through the train station, I was reading and listening to some videos, and I could kick myself. I could have kicked myself because everybody's been asking, why did the Celtics give Ime Udoka, aka Stroker, M.A. Stroker? Shout out to the brother. I forgot the name and I forgot your YouTube channel, but he's the only one I heard say it. So I'm going to borrow it and give him credit, but I don't remember his name. He said M.A. Stroker, okay? So everybody's been wondering, why did they give M.A. Udoka 1 year? And so I was going to come back, which is why I need a secretary. I was going to come back and tell you why I thought that the Celtics gave Ime Udoka, aka Stroker, a year suspension. Okay, so I think, this is me thinking, they gave him a year suspension because the rumors are out that there's been several babies, pregnancies, and abortions, aka flush the toilet. Okay, and so I think they gave him a year suspension because maybe my cousin, the redhead, is pregnant. Okay, and so they're giving it a year. We're pregnant for 10 months. Then they have to make the baby come out a little bit and see if he looks like a Mandingo. And then they got to do the DNA test to find out if it's the baby because, he's half white. So she white, he half white. They might not be sure if the baby, look like a Mandingo or, or whatever. But and so they have to give him a little time, like the old black folks is to get his color, look at his ears and look at his, little thing. And so and then to do the DNA test to see if it's the husband's baby or the Mandingo baby. And so if it's the Mandingo baby, I'm wondering, are they going to give up the Mandingo baby for adoption? I'm not saying this is what I'm just wondering and thinking in my head. I gotta wake Lexi up. Are they going to give the Mandingo baby up for adoption? Are they going to send the baby out to Utah to be raised by her not so loving Mandingo family? And so when I was coming home yesterday with my bouncing headache, when they said it's the service manager, but here is one thing we're just finding out. We are finding out, well, I found out yesterday, that she is a devout Mormon. Devout, okay? And devout Mormons do not believe in flushing the toilet. You know what I mean? Now, as you know, if you don't know, because it's the Janice feel like a woman has a right to do whatever she want to do with her body. It is her body, and whatever you choose to do with your body, that is your business. Okay? So it's all coming together and it's all making sense. That is why they might have possibly give him a year because there's a little Mandingo baby coming. Okay, so now let's get to this article about the service manager. Of course, my cousin with the red hair. And for those of you who don't know, she's my cousin because she's a redhead. Okay, my cousin with the redhead. Yes, I'm a redhead. I had red hair when as a little girl. As a little girl, my hair was red, and they used to call me Red. Okay, freckle face Red. Okay, it's called freckle face and Red. So redheads are cousin Harry. That's my cousin, and all of them, the redheads people. King David was a redhead. That's my cousin too. And so it says, Ime Udoka, alleged mistress revealed to be Boston Celtics team service manager. And so her picture has been out there. And remember, I was saying the other day in my video for them to drag her out because they want to drag him out. Shout out to Alyssa. He said, Janice, they're not going to drag her out. She's a white woman. She's protected. So it said, Ime Udoka's alleged mistress has been identified as Boston Celtics service time server Kathleen Nemo Lynch. And you know her picture name has been out there. The 34-year is married, mother of 3. She served as team liaison, arranging travel, lodging, and game tickets for Celtics family members at home, on the road, and is likely to have arranged travel for Udoka's fiance, actress Nia Long. Oh, shout out to Love B. Scott. I'm reading Love B. Scott article this morning. I try to spread the love to all the kinfolks, okay? And so it says, a source familiar with the investigation told DailyMail.com that the affair was consensual, short lived, and had ended by the time investigators got involved. Lynch has long-standing personal ties with the team's legendary former player, Danny Ainge, who was the team's executive director of basketball operations before leaving the franchise last year. Angie's 63, a fellow devout Mormon, help her land the job. You know, see how they take care of their own. Hmm. A source familiar with the investigation told DailyMail.com that Angie learned early in the summer that the Celtics had initiated an investigation into Udoka's relationship with Lynch, but he did not intervene in the investigation decision to suspend the coach. The source added, however, that Angie was deeply disappointed by the affair, especially given the fact they have families. Lynch has been personal ties to the team's chief basketball operations, Danny Ainge, 63, who knew about the visit but remained quiet. Lynch has known Angie and his family for well over decades, sharing hometown college and workplace with the basketball hero. Angie left the Celtics last year and has taken over as head basketball operation for Utah Jazz long before news of the affair went public and resulted in last month's season long, especially the relation to the Angie family on where she went to school or religious affiliation had nothing to do with the severity of the punishment, the source says. Well, what's her punishment? The good thing is that everyone regrets what happened and take responsibility and humbled and trying to fight for their families and lives back, the source said. Lynch and Angie both declined comment when contacted by Daily Mail. Lynch, who grew up in an active Mormon family, lived for years as a teenager in Wellesley, Massachusetts, Angie's hometown, where he and his wife were raising a family of 6. She later attended college. Well, that's not important. We want to know about the cheating, okay? I love B. Scott, okay? Okay. And so Udoka don't hear the Celtics second year coach has a sterling reputation, was suspended. Honey, if you go back and dig, we will find out. So, anyways, so this is what they are saying. Still, the source at the Celtics decided suspension was prudent, largely because they didn't want the distraction going on for long. Sources close to Lynn say she's been felt devastated and afraid to show her face in public these days, wanting to avoid scrutiny given her name and the photo have circulated widely. She can't even go to the grocery store, one person said. Angie's daughter, Taylor, a close friend of Lynch, wouldn't discuss specific. Oh, Lord, there you go, revealing your source. So, why was he the only one suspended? And is there a baby? We want to know, y'all. We need you to go to Boston, y'all, cousin. We want all the cousins in Boston to go and do the investigation. Is she pregnant or not? But anyways, tell me what you think. So this woman picture has been out there. I only shared it one time because we didn't know who he was. So I don't know. But why do you think they suspended him for a year? Because everybody's like, okay, a year. This is unheard of. Maybe a game or two or 20 games, but a whole year. And I feel like it's because there's a baby, honey. But anyways, girl, tell me what you think. Come on back. I'm going to talk about Married at First Sight. We have some new Married at First Sight updates. And I'm going to come back later and talk about marriages growing apart and how do we not allow marriages to grow, our marriage to not grow apart. I love you. I adore you. See you later. Remember to check my books out for me. I need reviews. Okay, I am almost at 200 reviews for my 23 types of guys you might meet. And also remember, I am going to be shutting down Janice Hylton Mentoring this weekend. So if you haven't gone over there to check it out and look around and see which groups you want to be in, you need to do that immediately. I love you. See you later. Bye.